Best of R / Entitled Parents episode 174. Subscribe for Reddit videos daily. This is an update to my post several days / weeks back. If you are looking for my first post, here's the link. Anyways, today I hang out with my best friend who lives in a floor below us. Both of us are active Redditors, although he'd rather browse subreddits than post. As we were browsing, I showed him about the news of what is going on in the US and that everything will go down in a matter of days / weeks from now. He began researching and reading more about the news later that day while still hanging out with me. When he went home, he showed Karen WTF is going on in America, and fucking Karen immediately slams him and says that only purebred people and white people only matter and that she despises people of other colors despite her husband being half Chinese. Best friend of mine immediately berates her that if she doesn't care and despise people of all cultures and races other than ours, and white people, he will tell her to his father. Motherfucking Karen immediately takes his phone, slams it, and then takes away all his gadgets. She also prevents him from hanging out with me. Luckily, I was able to give him my other phone in case Karen becomes insane. Luckily, he was able to contact his father, and that Karen and landlord is currently quarreling downstairs. My best friend is currently staying with us for the night in case things go for the worse. TL. DRBF and I were browsing Reddit and I show him stuff that's happening in the US. Later that day, Karen becomes racist, slams best friend's phone and takes away all his gadgets. Luckily, I was able to lend him my other phone in case this happens and contacts his dad. Dad and Karen quarrels and best friend hangs with me for the night. Probably. Edit. This is still currently ongoing and I might give updates in a couple of minutes or so. Update. EM has to write up an apology to us and her husband. EM must also make an apology video to everyone of color and culture. EM also has to buy best friend a new phone now that his phone is broken, and that EM also has to get best friend a 12-month Xbox Gold membership. Karma hit her hard. Also, best friend will stay with me and my family for the night. Thank you. Next. Okay, so hear the story. I'm 13 right now, but at the time I was 12, not that long ago actually, but this story is a little funny. So I'm a cheerleader and just saying, but I've been doing it for 5 years and I love it, and I've been doing it since I was 8, so I actually know a lot. I'm a great back spotter. Go, you don't know what that is? It's the person that catches the girl from the air. So one day we get a new girl on the team and I'm showing her how to stunt, get someone in the air. And she's getting the hang of it, but because I'm a child I shouldn't help. Here when the EP comes in. Ep, are you all cheerleaders? Me, yeah, the 11-12 group. Why may you ask? Ep, where's your coach? Me, right over there, I'm helping them get someone in the air. If something bad happens she's right there. Ep, well, this stuff is dangerous and you all shouldn't do things like this at your age. Me, well, this is my 5th year doing it. I'm not a pro but I'm one of the best. Ep, you should not be doing this. Me, I do it every day for football games and for my medals. We have competitions every year. Ep, it's dangerous. My child got hurt one day because of doing this. Me, well, I'm sorry but it happens to everyone, no one can do it perfect. At this point the coach come over to see what this lady wants. C, can we help you? Ep, yes, I don't want your girls doing stunts like this. They are too dangerous and can get hurt. C, all I can tell you right now is that it is dangerous but we know what we are doing. I'm a coach and have been doing this for years. I know what we are doing here. You are not a coach, mom. Ep, well, I am sorry, but you are putting these kids in danger from throwing them in the air like this. This lady doesn't know anything about cheer, yet her child was in it. C, please leave my girls alone. They are cheerleading and practicing for a big game. Ep, no, not till you stop this. I cheer for a park, so we do have a main coach here and I go get her while this is happening. MC equals main coach. MC, please stop. The girls do this every day. They know what they are doing and they can do this. Ep, well, they, at this young age, should not do this. MC, well, you know we have a 5-6 team and they are good at what they do, and if you can get that these girls are cheerleading and stunting for their team and for their game, though your head, you will have to leave. Ep, y'all are so rude. Ep leaves. My coach was mad and I told her everything, so did the MC. Asked her. We never saw her again after that. I will never understand people. Yes, stunting is not the safest, but we knew what we were doing and the coach was there. What was her problem? Thank you. Next. Okay, so the title might throw you off, but here's the story. Pretty much my parents and I go to a park to play tennis. They have 3 courts, one of which doesn't have a net. We come there and a family of 4 is split playing tennis. EM is facing ED and her 2 kids are facing each other, so we decide to play on the court with no net and wait a little bit. After about 15 minutes we ask them if they could move together so that we could have a court, and EM blows up. She says that her kids deserve their own tennis court and we already have a perfectly good court that doesn't have a net. We ask them how much longer they are going to be here and why they can't just play doubles with each other or take turns, as it is a public park for everyone to share. EM just tells us to fuck off and her kids look super embarrassed at this point. These amazing kids tell EM that they want to play doubles now so that we can have a court. Shortly after, EM gets angry and leaves with her kids and husband still there. They all apologize for that and that was it. Thank you. Next. I know this isn't about an entitled parent, but I was wondering if any of you have ever recorded video footage of one. If you have some, feel free to post it in the comments. Now, because this post is gonna get removed for not having an EP, I will add this. In my old neighborhood, there was this bratty kid whose mom thought whatever he said was the gospel. One day he broke his own bike when he was ramming my friend's bike with it. And then his EM yelled at us like, how dare you? You are going to pay for my son's bike. Is that entitled enough for you, mods? Thank you. Next. TLDR at the bottom. This was told by my dad. He used to be a part-time roof fixer for a small company. One day, he was assigned to a woman, who is the EP. This was a big fix because there was a hole in a roof from the recent hailstorm, and a few broken tiles and leaks. When he got to her place, he was with his co-workers who came to help. They started to do their work for the next couple weeks until they were around 1/4 of the way done. My dad's co-worker, who I'll call Dan, went to the EP's door and knocked. This is the exchange, or at least what my dad heard and was told. Dan knocks on door. EP: yes. Dan: yay. I believe that we haven't told you the price yet, have we? EP: no, I don't believe so. Dan: okay, well, these are our prices for the work. Dan then handed the EP a sheet of paper that had all the cost and whatnot. When she looks at it, my dad said that her eyes were becoming wider and wider. My dad didn't know how much it would cost, but I'm just gonna say that it was like $1,250. Why is it so much? Dan: this is the price that was given to me by our boss. EP: can't you give me a discount? Or better, you guys pay for some of it? Dan: no. EP: why not? Dan: because it's your roof. EP now starting to yell a bit: give me a discount then. Dan: I said it already. This was given from my boss. I didn't make these prices. EP: fine. After a couple more days, they're about halfway done when the EP decides to strike. EP: hey Dan. Dan from the roof: yay. EP: I want to stop this. Dan very confused: what do you mean? EP: I want to cancel my order to fix my roof. Dan: no, we're already halfway done. EP: yes, got call your boss to cancel my order and to get you guys to leave. Dan then calls his boss, who I'll call Bob, on the phone and tells him that the EP wants to cancel her roof order. Then Bob calls the EP. Bob: hello? EP: yes, is this Bob? Bob: yes. I heard you wanted to cancel your order. EP: yes, I want to cancel my order and finish my roof. Bob: mom, they can't finish your roof if you want to cancel your order, and you have to pay for the work they've do so far. EP: no, I will not. Bob: then we will have to take down your roof. EP: if you take down my roof, I will sue you. After this, Bob was done with her and told my dad and his group to take down the roof. She didn't sue them from what my dad heard. He left a few weeks later because I was being born. TLDR: wants her roof fixed, tries to get workers to pay, then tries to back out. Thank you. Next. My mom is the entitled parent. My apartment society has a clubhouse and attached mini mart that sells almost all the groceries you might need. Few weeks ago she went to buy some veggies and happened to see the shopkeeper secretly selling cigarettes. It wasn't a big deal. He would hide them and certain people who were aware that he sold them would approach and ask to buy them. She completely freaked out when she witnessed that transaction. She sent huge rants on the Telegram apartment group saying that this is encouraging drug use and to ban all smoker. She claimed it a bad influence on children even though the cigarettes were sold to adults only in secret. She just felt that children even seeing cigarettes being sold will influence them. She even went as far as to say cigarettes now. What's next? Cocaine. Prime example of Asian mom having to make others' personal life their own. Edit. Clarification. My mom saw cigarettes as a drug and was trying to ban the sale in this store cause only the people living in the society have access to it. Due to lockdown, all cigarette shops nearby were closed, so the shop owner tried to capitalize by secretly selling cigarettes. So my mom's aim was to ban their access to cigarettes and cut off their supply cause she saw it as drug addicts unable to survive without their supply. She hates smoking and smokers and doesn't see addiction as a disease and sees as people being bad and causing harm to others too. Thank you. Next. Unfortunately, EM is my mother. Due to the coronavirus, school has been difficult for me. Since I live in Australia where the virus isn't bad, teachers have stopped posting work online so that students are encouraged to come to school. This is law and is important later. EM. Entitled Mom. Me. Well, me. EM. Have you texted your boyfriend and told him you are going camping? Me. No. I told him that you decided to go camping. EM. No. We are going camping. Me. I have the hardest exam I will ever face in high school in 2 weeks. I can't go camping because I need to be at school to learn the content. EM. Just take your laptop with you. You can study there. Me. I need my teachers. They have stopped posting online content to encourage students to come to school instead of staying home. EM. If you are so serious about this exam, then you have to give me your phone and computer. Oh, and you cannot see your boyfriend until you sit this exam. Me. That's unfair. I am asking to go to school and you are trying to take away my belongings? EM. Don't get cheeky with me. Your father is overworked and I am depressed, so we have to go camping. Me. Go ahead. I'm not stopping you. The bus stop is down the road. I can get to school. EM. I cannot leave my precious child alone for 5 days. Me. Mom, I'm almost 18. I know what to do. Our neighbor is a cop. EM. I laughed when you said I'm almost 18. You are a child. I am your parent. You don't know anything. Me. I don't know the content of my exam because you won't let me go to school. EM. I will speak to your father about this. You are not ruining my vacation. I texted my dad and asked for his help. He usually is the voice of reason and I hope he will understand me. My boyfriend is outraged because my mother is trying to convince his mother to let him come with us. Yes, although we are almost 18, we still are strictly ruled over by our parents. This exam is my advanced math exam and, due to the virus, I am already behind on the content and desperately need my teachers. Not sure what to do. Mom expects to go camping next week Wednesday. Remember, Australia. If you want an update, let me know. Update. Dad called me and I got a little emotional over the phone. EM screamed at me for ruining her holiday and told me I was the reason she drinks. Anyway, I am able to take the exam and EM, my dad and my little bro are taking a shorter vacation in a closer location. Dad sighed and said I don't know why I still love that woman and I had to agree. Unexpected update. Mom threatened me and said she will ruin me if I don't get a B or higher. Not sure what that score of that is for all you folks that use percent.